Hi, welcome to the EMC Affirmed Networks Virtual Probe demo. With network virtualization transformation on the way, physical probe used for service assurance are being replaced by virtual probes and virtual network functions like the virtual EPC from Affirmed Networks. Affirmed VEPC and EMC real-time intelligence solution provide a monitoring and analytics solution for mobile networks at scale, a solution that provides real-time fine-grained data in a cost-effective manner to gain real-time insight that can reduce customer churn, generate new service revenue, drive smarter network planning, and improve customer experience. If we move to the VNF stack right side of the slides, we can see that the virtual EPC is fully virtualized. It is compliant with VNF standards and runs on different VMware and KVM. As traffic is processed by the virtual EPC, metadata reflecting subscriber activities are generated. The generated metadata is also called EDRs, Enhanced Data Record, and EDRs are sent in real time to the EMC real-time intelligence product. The virtual EPC can also mirror control plane and data plane packets for detailed troubleshooting. RTI can capture the information in real time, filter data, hash sensitive fields, and calculate various analytics for reporting back to the administrators. As we can see in this view, the top right corner, we can see the number of messages, EDRs, sent by the virtual EPC to RTI, and you can also see the total number of messages. If we look down here, we have a map, and it's showing the activities per S gateway in the network, and we can see the different gateways in different cities. Now, if we focus on the S gateway 10.64.130.49, we can see on the right side that we have a graph, and that's moving in real time. And you can see, if you go over the graph, you can see the total bandwidth, the upload bandwidth, and the download bandwidth. So all this is updated in real time. Now, if we focus on the right side of that panel, we see the numerical representation of the download bandwidth total and upload bandwidth. And I just want to highlight that the max threshold there can be modified, and that can be used to raise a warning. And that type of warning in production could be used to trigger external actions outside of RTI. Let's say to call an API on Affirmed to start a packet trace and send an SMS or send an email. So that can be pretty useful for service providers to do things in real time. Moving to this other tab, we can see that here we are seeing the similar information like bandwidth information on the network, but per EPN. EPN can be used for enterprise customers like Coke, Pepsi, or UPS. So it gives you a different view here. Here we can see that we can drill down into more details to see what messages were driving those graphs, and you can see a bit more details here. Moving to the other tab, here we can see a top 10 list of URLs on the networks in terms of it, and we can see that this list is updated in real time. Moving to the average latency tab, we can see the top 10 URLs that are experiencing the worst latency on the network. And again, this view is changing in real time. Here, a similar view, we can see the URL in terms of the most of downloaded bytes per seconds. Here we can see the HTTP criteria tool. It shows the a list of subscribers on the network, and you can see their bandwidth consumption in real time. And the tool can be used to filter out a certain amount of consumption in order to kind of show the subscribers. So this is what we can see here. So if we move down to the HTTP latency criteria panel, we can see that for subscribers on the network, we can see that what's the average latency in milliseconds, and we can see that the value is being calculated in real time. The EDRs and analytics calculated by RTI are stored in a data leak. In this case, it's an HDFS system, and the information is accessed through the Tableau reporting software. Here we have a report of showing the top 10 URLs on the network at that date, per date I guess, and per hour. And you can see we have the top 8 URLs here. It's also possible to change the number of URLs that the graph is showing, and as I drag this little thing here, you can see more or less top URLs in the view. It's also possible to go to a particular URL and click on it and drill down to get more details, like the URL itself, the S gateway, the EPN, and the EMC that were generating the traffic through that URL. So if we move to this other dashboard, we can see the similar top 10 URLs, but per EPN. And as an example, I like to use Pepsi, Coke, or UPS. Could be your different EPNs for your big enterprise customers. Moving to this new dashboard, we see it called the web experience. We can see ratios calculated based on date, hour, and minute, and we can see based on the threshold criteria in milliseconds how many subscribers are having a good experience and how many in percentage are not having a good experience. Moving to the latency threshold box, by changing the value we can see that the ratio experience, the calculation is updated right away. By clicking further, we can see more details about which subscribers, which URLs and S gateway and APN were part of that calculation, and it gives like a detailed view of the ratio. Moving to the other dashboard, we can see the video bandwidth saving by the virtual EPC. We can see a report of how much bandwidth was saved by the EPC per date and per hour, and we can see that based on different techniques, the virtual EPC is able to save the service provider quite a bit of bandwidth on the network, especially for video feeds. It's also possible by clicking on the dot to drill down to get more details about the traffic that kind of generated or showed those bandwidth savings. As we just saw, we saw the video bandwidth saving on the networks. Also here at the bottom, we can see what is the average video quality of experience that the subscribers are getting through the network, and at different time. And here we can see that the average is pretty much set at 2. By clicking on those dots, you can also drill down and see which subscribers were kind of generating this traffic at that time, and video traffic at that time, and we can see different information about those subscribers. Moving to this subscriber base report, based on here you can decide which subscriber to look at, and based on the date and hour and minute you can see different information about a subscriber. At the top here we can see the subscriber specific information and for that date and minute, and here we can see more network related information for that subscriber at that time. And then here we can see more information about the location.